Yo, 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 we back with another episode of I Said What We Said. I finally caught up with my guy, Coach Phillips. Busy man right here. I caught him though. I caught him, y'all.
Hey, on the go, on the
That's
go.
that's what's up. Always working. That's what's up. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself to the people, man. So, then we're gonna take off.
Yeah, I'm Coach Desmond Phillips from Decatur, Alabama. Coach at Austin High School. Born and raised in Decatur, Alabama. Played at Austin High School. So it's been a full circle moment for me to play here, graduate from here, and then come back and pour into my own community.
True, true. Pour into the roots. That's what's up. Hey, Coach, I got to say this before I take off, man. I got to say this. When I first seen you coaching, it was here at I want to say Into Hoops, something like that. Y'all was playing Buckhorn. And I'm just watching you coach. And I took a liking to you then. I was like, man, coach over here to kick the dough in. Like I said, he trying to kick that dough in. So, and then I think I seen you coach. I seen y'all play again at Huntsville High. Same energy, trying to kick the dough in. So I'm gonna ask this before we get started into the podcast. Like, do you like playing on the road, like trying to kick that dough in?
I do. It's something about the whole day and the prep leading up into going to somebody else's house and trying to take over. And I kind of then instilled that into my team. So we actually then on the road we've been pretty good these last couple of years. So when it's time to go on the road, it's business, and
Yeah,
it's always been like that for me. And so that's what I try to put into my team, and they follow suit, and we show up ready to go most of the time. I ain't gonna say every time. Most of the
yeah.
time,
Most of the time, yeah.
we show up ready to go.
That's the energy I saw you coaching with too, man. And ever since then, bro, I just been watching you. I just been watching you. Can you take us through your playing career? I mean, you just said Austin, so I'm just gonna like, can you take us through your playing career, like high school, college ball? I know you played college.
Yeah, playing career. Like I said, I played at Austin. After I graduated from Austin, I had two offers. It was Lindenwood, Belleville in Illinois, and it was University of Dallas. I went on a visit to both of them. Went to Lindenwood in Illinois, and it was their first year. And I just wanted to be a part of something. I wanted to be the first. So I ended up choosing them and going there. Played 2 years there, and then transferred to Spring Hill College in Mobile. Played
Yeah.
there 1 year, and then transferred again. And this before the transferring was cool. Before the transfer portal.
Right, right, right.
I graduated high school in 2010. This around 2013, 2014. I transferred to Dalton State College. That's where I ended up graduating. College, we actually won a national championship, NAIA,
I saw
uh,
that.
at Dalton State. I know a lot of kids, a lot of parents, they stuck on that D1 or bus, but I didn't have a heavy recruiting. I went where I was wanted, and
True.
it ended up working out for me. And it's whenever kids talk about this school talking to me, I always tell my kids, man, you got to listen to every coach, every level. If you play college basketball, it's some dogs at every level.
Every level. True.
You ain't gonna skip the dogs at no level. At that time, NAIA, it was a lot of D1 transfers, so it was a lot of people that sit on the end of the bench, one playing. It was like, I'm gonna go NAIA and kill it, and they come down with that mentality, and you got to strap them up every night. So that was my playing career. Like a lot of kids, not heavily recruited. Had to do the footwork. I sent out my own film, sent out because I was a 5'11" shooting guard that I could shoot it. Um, I was consistent with shooting it, but I mean that was dime a dozen.
Yeah, and you're 5'11". Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I had to make my way, and it ended up working for me.
True. Hey, coach. So just like okay, like you just said, every level got its dogs, right? So I don't think kids. Well, I heard, but I don't think kids understand. Um, they say like at the JUCO level in the the NAIA, they say that level is actually more dogs. It's more aggressive because everybody fighting for that transfer up. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah,
heard that level is actually more tougher.
yeah, and
Is that true?
when I was there, especially JUCO, and it's probably still that way now, but it was dog eat dog because you trying to get out of there. Like, you got 1, 2 years maybe, and you back in that same position. I got to get recruited. I got to sign somewhere.
Yeah,
I gotta make it to the next levels. Yeah, and then NAIA, like it was. I had 3 D1 transfers on my team. And we had a 6'10" from Kennesaw that played at Kennesaw. We had a kid from UNA at the time. We had people from all over, and every day in practice, and that's what I try to tell my kids now. Like practice, we went at it.
yeah,
We went at it, and at the end of the day, we cool. But in practice, it wasn't no friends.
yeah. It's up.
It wasn't no. I'm gonna take it easy on him because he my homeboy.
Right.
It wasn't that, or he my roommate. Nah, I'm going at your neck every day we step on this court, and you gonna feel me. So
But I'm trying to get out of here. I'm trying to
yeah,
get out of here. Yeah. And man, I watched it. I forgot what this show was on Netflix. That JUCO out of college, but I mean that JUCO out of Cali. But I like this show right there. I can't remember what it's called. That's it. Like
last
Last
chance
Chance
you.
You or something.
Yeah,
I like this show right there. It gave
yeah.
you more like an inside look of JUCO. How they don't have the same facilities that you know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah,
like it's different. It's different. It's different.
a lot of them kids come from D1, so they know what it's like, and it's like I didn't got down back down to here. I got to get back out.
True. Yeah, that was one of my favorite shows. Um, what inspired you to get into coaching, and who are some of your influences along your basketball journey, your coaching journey?
Um, it's crazy because I didn't even want to coach. When I was in college, like I was in education, but I didn't want to coach. I had no admiration to coach. It wasn't
No
something that I
desire.
wanted to do. None.
Yeah,
Cause because of the stereotype that I always got in the education classes. And they any class would they would be like, so what you want to coach? I was
yeah,
like, I don't want to coach at all. Like that's not what I'm getting into education for. I wanted to be an elementary school teacher because I never seen black men in elementary. So
yeah,
that was my thing, and I was just like, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna teach elementary. They gonna see somebody that look like them when they come to elementary school. So that was my biggest thing. But the reason I got into coaching and started coaching was my coach at Dalton State, Coach Engel. After I finished up, um, he was like, I just want you to stay. I want you to stay. I want you to be around the team, be around the guys. He's like, I love how the leader you are, how you carry yourself. And so he brought me on as a graduate assistant. And that's really what sparked my coaching career. And ever since then, I was rolling. My job was to skill develop. We went on the road. We recruited, and it was something about giving a kid their opportunity. So
yeah,
when, as a grad assistant, like I had a little more power than most grad assistants have now.
yeah,
Me and the other assistant, we go on the road. He like we watch a game. You like that kid? I'm like, nah, I like this kid. And so they go with that. They like, well, you know the game, and so going to a kid and like, hey, we want to offer you a scholarship. Just seeing how it could change people's life. That's what really got me into coaching.
That
So
that's crazy. That's crazy. My bad. Go ahead. I'm just replaying what you're saying. Like that's crazy. That's
and so
dead.
I owe a lot to Coach Ingle, and he ended up passing away during COVID. But if anybody ever Google him or look him up, he a Hall of Fame coach. He won at every level. He won national championships at the D2 level. He won at the JUCO level. He won at high school. He won at NAIA.
You're a
Uh,
winner.
he a winner, and I learned so much from him. And I just appreciate how he poured into me, and I try to do the same for my kids.
I'm gonna look him up too, Coach Ingle.
Yeah,
I'm a big researcher anyway, so you done gave me something to do when we get done.
Tony Ingle, Tony Ingle.
Tony Ingle. Tony Ingle. Okay. Okay, Tony Ingle. Describe your coaching style in one word. What's your coaching style?
One word, would say poised.
Poise. What you got? Why you say that? What you got?
Um, when it come to coaching, if you ever didn't watch me and seen me coach, I don't get too high, I don't get too low. Um, I'm usually here. I'm pretty mellow and cool the whole time, unless I feel like my team ain't getting what they deserve.
Yeah,
But for the most part, they because they gonna follow what you do. If you get worried, if you get a little rattled, your
they
team
gonna follow.
they gonna follow suit. A lot of times, that's what keep the ship steady. That me just being me, because it's crazy because I was told when I was first got into coaching, you don't yell enough, you ain't loud enough, you don't do this, you don't do that. I didn't change what I did. I stuck to what I believed in, and I mean, we here now, 4 years later, in 7A basketball. I don't have to do all that.
Yeah,
So, and everybody coaching style is different,
yeah, yeah.
and you reach your kids a different way, and that's just I always start with relationship first. My kids, everybody asks, well, why your kids play so hard, or how you get them to do this, and how you get them to do that. It start with our relationship. Like
They definitely
before,
play hard for you too.
be- before basketball, before anything else, they know. Look, Coach Phillips care about me as a person.
Right.
Like he don't just care about the wins and the losses. What we doing in basketball? Like he asking me about this. He calling. He checking on me. He got us at his house. Like they know it's bigger than basketball. As cliche as it sounds,
True.
it is bigger than basketball.
True. Yeah, I noticed that you but with both of what you said, I noticed you pretty much you stay calm the whole game. If your boys, if you feel like your boys ain't getting treated right, I'd have seen you, you know what I'm saying, step up for that too. I'd have seen both. I'd have seen both. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. I'd have seen both.
And I got an assistant coach that's he a dog. So
Yeah.
I we pretty much do a little good cop, bad cop sometimes, and it made my job easier because he he a pit bull.
Yeah.
He own them, but it's that same thing with him. They don't listen to how he say it; they listen to what he say.
True.
He makes sure they know, like something we always say is coach them hard, hug them later.
Yeah.
Coach them
Yeah.
hard, hug them later. So when it's over, when practice over, we coming up, we hugging you. Hey man, you know I love you, right?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
just
Just
it's
had to
that
push you.
yeah, it's their coach player relationship that if you don't got it, you gonna be able to tell.
Yeah. It's crazy you brought up your assistant coach because that was the next question. It's crazy. Like I literally was just gonna ask you how important are assistant coaches and how important is your assistant coach? Like that's literally what the next question was.
Without my assistant coaches, I wouldn't be where I am. Uh, I was an assistant coach. I know what go into it. I know they away from their family like I'm away from my family. And it's for us, it's a brotherhood too, because it might be a night after a game. We feel like we ain't play the best. We still at the school watching film to 12:30.
Yeah.
It ain't nobody that's like, hey, I gotta go. Uh, it's too
Being
late.
all night.
Yeah, we all got the same goal. We locked in together, man. I always give it up to my assistants. They in the gym with our kids. When I can't be, they open the gym. Our kids are called Saturday night, 10 o'clock. And if I can't get there, one of the other coaches will go there and let them in the gym.
Yeah.
When they talk about the village, man, like if you only got good assistant coaches, if you got coaches that want your job, it's gonna be hard for you to win. But I feel like I'll say I got the best. I'm sure everybody think they got the best assistant coaches. But
Yeah.
when it come to scouts and scouting and watching film and breaking down different aspects of the game, I got some good ones. So
They own it.
I give it up to them every time.
That's
Without them,
what's
it
up.
wouldn't be no me.
That's what's up. And y'all be clean. And y'all be clean. What would you say defines a successful season for a coach?
How your boys lead?
True.
I know a lot of people get caught up in the wins and the losses, but is this kid a better kid when the season ends than when the season started? Um,
On and off the court.
on
True.
and off the court, did
True.
they become better? Do you have parents that call you and say, "Hey, I don't know what you did, but throughout this year, he changed a lot."
A good
Uh,
feeling too, ain't it?
it's a great feeling,
Yeah.
especially knowing where some of these kids come from and what they go through.
True.
Um, it's a great feeling. That's what define. Now, of course, I want to win.
Right. Right. Right.
I don't ever want nobody to get that twisted. I want to win.
Right.
I hate learning lessons. I, I hate learning lessons. We try not to say losing and losses, but I hate learning lessons.
I
And
like that. I like that.
um, but how they leave, um, especially seniors, are they prepared for the next level and not just basketball and life? Are they learning how to communicate? If I ain't gonna be there, let me call coach, text coach, let him know I ain't gonna be there and why. Cause mama can't do it all. When you get to college and you get in the workforce, your mama can't call and say, "Hey, so and so sick," and they ain't
Yeah.
gonna be coming to work.
Yeah. Wake up. Get up. They can't do none of
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
just teaching them life skills, and if they can apply them life skills outside of basketball, like we feel like we did our job.
True. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, Cole, I'm gonna ask you this. Would you rather have a really skilled player with no motor and try to put that motor in him, or a less skilled player with a motor through the roof and develop the skills?
Give me the motor. Give me the motor. I take the motor every day of the week. Every day of the week. It ain't something. It's just something you can't coach.
Can't teach it.
Like you can't teach that. You can't. If a kid come in and they'll dive in the bleachers for you, give me that key.
We
We
can teach
can.
the skills.
Yeah, we can get in the gym. We can develop. We can teach all the stuff you need to know as far as skill and you know defense, offense, and scheme. All that we can teach. But just straight up hard effort and motor, you can't teach that. I take that. And I had a kid. He was skilled, but Harry Malone,
Yeah.
like he literally, I literally, he got an offer last year from a college. off of what I sent them a practice film. And in this drill we was doing, I mean, he was flying around, a ball went out of bounds. He literally dove in the bleachers head first
At
and
practice.
saved in practice and saved the ball. And that coach was like, I don't need to see nothing else. And he was like, if he do this in practice, I know he gonna give me everything he got in the game. And he offered him the next day. He showed it to his head coach, and he was like, you can't coach that.
True.
You somebody. He's like, we always ask coaches how they do in practice. Are they do they slack? Do they? And when they both seen that, he was like, I got to show my coach this like today.
Yeah.
And the next day he had an offer, and so that's another thing. Like if you make practice harder than the games, that should be the goal. If
Yeah.
practice is harder than the game, when you get to the game, it's like this payday. We've been working, so this payday. So
Yeah.
how we go about our business, that's how we going you can't get in, you can't get out what you didn't put in. So
True.
that's what I tell them all the time. You can't go to the bank and get $1,000 and you ain't put 1,000 in there.
You ain't put no thing in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Insufficient
So,
fun.
yeah.
Hey, I'm glad you said that, coach, because I'm gonna say I'm looking to the camera. Kids and parents, when y'all watch this, rewind what coach just said. Aaron Malone got an offer, not off threes, not off layups, not off heads, not off in and outs, none of that old stuff. Man, he got an offer flying around in practice. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. We take a motor over
granted,
skills, man.
granted, he's skilled,
Facts.
but he wasn't always that way. When I had him in 7th grade, because I coached 7th grade at the middle school before I went to the high school. And so when I had Harry in 7th grade, everybody was like, man, he ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna do this. He ain't gonna do that. And we just kept grinding it out. We just kept grinding it out. The support from his parent, like his mama was like, look, when he come to that school, he yours.
That was key.
I
That
ain't
was
gonna,
key.
I ain't gonna come to you about no playing time. If he ain't doing what he need to, I don't want him out there because he ain't finna embarrass me.
Right.
And so when you when you got parents like that really just trust you, that's what it was. She trusted that I had his best intention in place, and
It
it
paid
paid
off.
off.
It
It
paid
paid
off.
off.
It paid off. I remember watching now who y'all was playing, I can't remember. I can't remember. The game was pretty y'all had lost this game. The game was pretty much over. Um in like the last minute and a half, bro, Harry was like, he was still like, it's like he was
Yeah.
still scratching. I said, God, I loved it. He was still scratching, bro. Like the game, it was pretty much over with. He kept crossing that line all the way to the end.
Some coaches said too, like when we played at Huntsville last year, the Huntsville time, and Huntsville beat us pretty good. We weren't ready to play. But um at the end of that game, like a minute 30 left, he still diving
That
on the
might be the
floor.
game. That might be
Yeah,
the game.
and it's a minute 30 left. He's still flying around. He's still playing defense. He's
94
just
feet. Like he
yeah,
won't.
it's something you can't teach that. Like that's something if you got that, you got a good chance.
Yeah. Yeah. He gonna be Harry gonna be a great. He gonna be great in basketball, and he gonna be a great man in life, bro. For real.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Um, what advice would you give a first year coach?
Advice I would give a first year coach, if he's been an assistant, that little 6 inches from that assistant coach seat to the head coach seat, it's a little more hotter. It's a little more hotter. But the advice I would give a first year head coach is have grace with yourself.
Okay.
Um, have grace, but you got to put in the work. Um, you can't come in and expect things to go how you want them to go overnight. For me, um, I was doing a lot as an assistant already,
Right.
um, and that's something I always me and that coach still talk, Coach Deacon, and one of the things he told me was like, man, I was trying to prepare you for this. Like
Yeah.
you might have thought at the time I was putting a lot on you, but he was like, I already saw it. He was like, I seen, you gonna be the next head coach here, and I was just putting things off on you to prepare you for this moment. And um, I tell him I appreciate it because everything that I had to do, I had to step into that role, and I had already been doing it, so it was an easy transition.
Yeah.
But when you come in as a first year head coach, you want to do things your way. You want to win. You feel like if you don't win, everybody like, well, ain't nothing changed. But
Yeah. Yeah.
you definitely got to have a little grace with yourself and know that nothing that wrong one built in one day, and know that you gotta keep. It's a marathon.
Right.
It's a marathon, and you just gotta grind it out. And I would tell them to put the right people around you. Like if you don't feel like they for you, you gotta get rid of them.
Got to make the
Um,
decision. Yeah.
you gotta make that decision. You gotta do what's best for you in that situation. Because once you get in that seat, that head coach will see everything on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything is on you. And the other biggest thing I would say is it's probably 90% everything else and 10% coach.
Okay.
Is 90% everything else, 10% coaching. If we could just coach, man, if we could just coach and not have to worry about everything else, it'll be lovely. But you got, of course, you got the parents, you got the players that, people don't know. You might get a call at 12 o'clock at night because this player trusts you more than they trust their parents.
Right. Right.
And you getting out of your bed at 12 o'clock at night to go pick up a kid. And that's just it's a lot that people don't know that go into coaching with your kids more than we with our kids.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a coach that's really in the field and really locked in, he ain't with his family that much.
He with them
So
boys or
he with
girl,
them boys.
with them players.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he with them boys or he with them girls, and he pouring everything he got into them and coming home on empty sometimes. So that's another thing I would say. Don't forget about your family.
True.
Cause my first year, I was in there.
Yeah.
And luckily I had, a family. I had a wife that she understood, and she was in that field with me. When we had the boys over, she was cooking. So
That's a big plus, man. It's a big plus.
yeah, if you got that support, it's gonna take you a long way. For real.
True. Hey, coach. So to piggyback off what we talking about now, um, and I just thought of this question. So, what advice would you give a first year coach on how to deal with criticism, whether it's from the parents, social media, or the community?
Oh, I was try to ignore it.
First and
Try to
foremost,
ignore it. Try to ignore it. It's
because
gonna be
it's emotion
some.
most of the
It's
time.
Yeah. It's usually off emotion. Um, and for me, like I got family that some of them they don't care, and if you say something about me, they gonna take it there.
Right. Right.
And so I don't have to say a whole lot. I let them I let them do that. I just sit back and I just let it go that way. But another thing, I never been a person that really cared what people got to say. I see it, I ain't worried about it. That's usually how it is with me.
Yeah.
Um, and then a lot of times the other thing, if it ain't directed, it ain't respected.
Right. Facts.
So
Yeah.
if if my name ain't in it, you can say Austin coach all you want. If my name ain't in it, it ain't respected. So I keep it moving. That's how it is for me. But I know everybody don't have that mindset. Some people wanna go back and forth with people. At
Yeah.
the end of the day, you don't go to your day job and tell them if they're a plumber how to do plumbing.
Right. Right. Right.
You don't go to people's job and tell them how to do their jobs. You have to take it with a grain of salt and go about your day and not worry about it.
Yeah. People don't understand how hard coaching is anyway. So yeah, definitely.
Especially in this society now where everything go to social media first,
Yeah.
it's a little harder.
Yeah.
'Cause everything go to social media first
But
instead of
most stuff that go to social media, they for most people, when they go to social media with whatever they saying, 9 times out of 10, they wouldn't dare say that to that person. 9 times out of 10.
yeah, yeah. It's like I said, it ain't directed, it ain't respected. And for me, like when it come to like parents and playing time and they should have been like in my parent meeting, I tell parents you have to come to 3 consecutive practices before I have a conversation with you about playing time. Because if a kid is not doing something, when you show up, they might do it that first day. But that second and third day, if they haven't been consistent all year, they're not gonna be able to keep that consistency up.
Yeah, they ain't gonna do it.
And
Yeah.
and that's something I went to a coaching clinic and one of the college coaches was talking about that and he was like, you'll have parents come and they'll see the first practice. Like, because kids never know why they're not playing. They never know. They parents ask them, well, why you ain't playing? I don't know. He don't like me.
Every time.
That's the first thing every time. So
Yeah.
I just let it be known, and you can come to like my practices are not closed. You come to practice and you watch for yourself. They was going over this, and he didn't know what to do 3 times in a row. The person they subbed in for him came in and did it right
Right
then.
off. Yeah, right off the rip.
Or
Yeah.
the first day he wasn't making the sprints or whatever it is. They got to do it 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
And after they come 3 days and actually pay attention and know what's going on in practice, because they got to come in and pay attention too. They can't come in and be on their phone or going in and out and say they came to practice 3 times.
Yeah.
Like, no, you gotta be in there locked in too and see what's really going on. And then I've had parents that then came and been like, "Yeah, I see. Like, we good."
Yeah.
And
We good.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's something I'm glad I learned that because that's something like you can't fake it. You can't fake it for 3 days in a row.
Yeah, cause you ain't you ain't gonna be comfortable doing it anyway, cause that ain't what you do. That
Yeah,
ain't what you do. I
yeah.
like that.
If it if everybody playing hard and you never play hard, it's gonna show that, oh, he ain't in shape. Or you know what I'm saying? Like all
It
that
gonna
come
show.
out. And
Yeah.
that ended up being the best thing.
Yeah. Hey, we say, Coach, it's gonna show. It's
It's
definitely
gonna
gonna
show.
show. Yeah. You gonna be breathing hard. Hey, might have an asthma attack. You ain't what you been doing. Hey, Coach, how do you ensure your players stay motivated during tough stretches?
I really just reassure them that we good. and it always revert back to whatever we've done, we've prepared for this.
True.
We done had situations where we might have went on a little losing streak. We might have lost a couple games in a row, but it's easy. It's easy to, fall victim. It's easy to say, well, the referees was doing this and this and this, and,
Right.
and that's why we lost. But one thing we always try to stress and teach that, we gonna revert back to what we've prepared to do. And so when those tough times come, you've been through tougher. Um, our preseason is tough. It's brutal, and
I just
a
saw
lot
a
of
clip
people,
earlier today.
yeah, a lot of people may not. It's not for everybody, and whenever we get in them situations, especially in a game, I can go in that huddle and say, "Man, y'all been through more. Y'all been through worse. Like y'all done been up at 6 o'clock in the morning up here carrying each other on y'all back for Hell Week. Like y'all done ran 5 miles to the middle school and back. Like y'all done went through it,
Yeah.
and that what you going through right now is not harder than that. It's not tougher than that.
Thank you.
Um, and after those 6 a.m. workouts, you done had to come back for another practice with straight conditioning with no ball. Like some of y'all done threw up. Some of y'all done like y'all been through it. Y'all been through it, and always, they'll look at me and they be like, "Yeah, you right. Like we done been through it. Like it ain't nowhere near that."
Yeah.
And then a serious moment or a tough moment turn into, "Yeah, you right. It ain't nowhere near that." So just preparing them for those situations. That way we can always revert back to it ain't tougher than what you've been through.
True. And you know what else, Coach? For me to go back to what you said earlier, by you being a poised coach, your boys pretty much they gonna be the same way. So you and your boys gonna stay poised through that tough stretch. So
And it's been a lot of times we've been down and I done came down and sit down in front of them and like, "Do you see me worried? Do you see me panicking?" And then it's like all of them take that deep breath, like, "Yeah, all
let's
right,
go.
we good, we here."
Yeah.
Yeah, and so some they said there was a weakness. I feel like I done turned it into something that motivate my teams and something that level my teams and get them back in they in the right headspace. And just like, yeah, we here.
Yeah. We trained to go. This ain't nothing. We trained
Yeah.
to go. How do you help kids transition from JV to varsity? And what's a two-part question? How do you help JV kids transition from JV to varsity? And why is it for most kids they first varsity is tough?
For a lot of our JV kids, they gonna practice against the varsity kids. They gonna go against those guys, especially early on. Um, and so they pretty much in that fire in practice. They seeing, all right, I got a long way to go to get where these guys at and what they doing. When it comes to skill development, everybody. It's JV, it's varsity, it's freshman. And now we finally got where we can bust the middle schools over. So the middle school, this the first time that the middle school then went through this preseason. And it's rough.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah.
They I don't think a lot of them know how much really go into playing basketball, especially if you want to do it at a high level.
Yeah. Most
Um,
don't. Most don't.
yeah. So just trying to keep everybody on one accord and holding those JV guys accountable the same way. But I would say the reason that it's so tough for a lot of kids is because, especially this generation, and I call this generation the microwave generation, meaning like they want success right then.
Instant.
They
Okay.
don't they don't want to work for it. They don't want to put in the extra hours. When practice over, they the first ones gone. Um, and so
Microwave
trying to
generation.
get them to trying to get them to understand that things just don't happen like that. Especially like you want to be a good shooter, you got to get in the gym and shoot. You got to work on all right game shots and game spots at game speed. You know what I'm saying? So trying to teach that from varsity all the way down. Like I coached my 7th grade this summer, and the first thing they do when they come in the gym is go to the 3-point line.
Yeah.
Cause that's what they watch. They watch Curry, they watch Damian Lillard, they watch KD, they watch all of these people, and don't realize how much work these guys put in. All they see the highlights.
That's it.
They see when it's fourth quarter, Damian Lillard shooting step backs from everywhere and pointing at his wrist, but they don't see
The
how
thousand
many
makes.
times he did that. Yeah. They
Yeah.
don't see how many times he did that after practice, before practice, during practice. Like
Yeah.
he working on that. He ain't just say he ain't watch YouTube and say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go do that next game."
True.
And so getting these kids to understand like it's a process. You don't buy into the process, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
And like my grandma always say, life will teach you. Life will teach you. And if you show up to a practice, to a game, and you hadn't put in the work, it's gonna show. And life is gonna teach you, hey, I might need to get in the gym a little more. Coach
Yeah.
having open gym, he having training sessions. I might need to show up a little more.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah. Yeah.
that's something that especially now that we trying to just implement from JV all the way down, just getting kids ready. And confidence come from reps. Like when kids say that coach took my confidence, I never understand that because if you're in the gym and you repping it out and you're confident in what you do, no coach can take that away from you. If you in the gym every day, before practice, after practice, you getting game reps and you working on your game, when the time comes, it's gonna show.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so no coaches is gonna take confidence away from you that you confidence come from reps. Confidence come from preparation. Like you gotta put in the work and you build your confidence through that way. If you're not playing at the time, it's not that shouldn't take away your confidence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's what we try to preach to our kids, and that's what we do to try to prepare them. But it ain't nothing like being in that fire.
Yeah.
It's and then especially in the summer, we try to get everybody like get them game reps in the summer, um, while we playing at team camps and different things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I man, it's I'm gonna say to coach. Well, it's kind of like a question, but it's more like a statement. Well, it's more like an opinion, but it's a slash question. So I always felt like sometimes players might struggle their first year on varsity because it's their first time playing basketball where coaches are actually watching film to figure out how to stop you or how to force you to
Yeah,
what you can't do. I always thought that too sometimes. So
that's true because if you are a player that goes right and every time you go right, you spin back, that's gonna be in the scouting report.
they gonna see it.
Like, and if you're a player, if you left-handed, if you cannot finish on that right side, you're gonna be forced to their right side and you're gonna be forced to finish over a defender every time. Like, and so, like you said, like if you don't turn your weaknesses into strengths, you're gonna struggle. And on the other side of that, the coach kind of got to put you in those positions to be successful too. So you got a coach that's also watching film on you, but your coach also knows what's your strengths and what you can do to help the team. So put you in those positions to be successful. With that being said, a lot of kids don't want to play a role. Everybody want to be the superstar.
Right. Yeah.
And everybody it's one ball. So can you go screen? Can you make a hard cut to draw two and get this person open for a shot? Like those are things that kids don't. It's not on the highlight tape. It's not on Instagram. It's not glorified. But like for us, those things that we mark down when we watching film and when we bring it up in film, we like, look, this the reason you got that shot. This the reason you was wide open. And so we get on people they flowers in film sessions and let them know. And it's marked like our statistician, he been doing this year 50 for him.
Ooh.
So he's been with every every head coach that has been at Austin. He was there when I played there. But this year 50 for him, and
Golly.
like when it comes to statistics and he do it all pencil paper.
Pluses, minuses, he
It's
own it.
it's crazy. And he had percentages when we go in at halftime. He got percentages. He got what we shooting from this side. He got what we shooting from this side. What we scoring in the paint, second chance points. Like it is crazy.
Yeah.
Um, how good he is and how long he been doing it as a volunteer. He don't take nothing for it. Like he just love the game and want to be around the game, and the kids respect him so much
That's
because
what's
of
up.
that. And that's something that he marked down like deflections. Like don't nobody realize like how they help teams taking
Yeah.
charges,
Yeah.
diving on the floor. All those things are not glorified, but
The hockey
if you
assist,
can do
the
those things,
fast quarter assist.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like if you can do those things, you can help a team win. Like if you can defend this person who usually scored 28 a night and you hold them to 15, like a lot of people say, "Oh, you still got killed." These
Mhm.
kids, they they
He
don't
built it.
realize like he just held him under his average and made this other person shoot. Now we had a better chance of winning and we won the game.
Yeah.
But trying to teach that to kids and getting him to understand that is another thing. It's a whole nother topic.
Yeah. True. Uh, what's one rule you would change in high school basketball if you could change one rule?
One rule, um,
It can be like the
it would either be putting a charge circle,
yeah.
uh, and then the other one would be the shot clock that's coming. Cause when it comes to that charge down there, like
It get crazy.
it's gonna be it's gonna be hit or miss depending on the referees you got. But
Yeah.
I feel like if you just put that circle, like that'll eliminate a lot of uncertainty. Um, and then the shot clock, yeah, I want that. I need that.
Like it's coming too.
Just cause, just cause I wanna play. My kids wanna hoop. Like let's just play. And
Yeah.
you gonna have to, as a coach, like I feel like it's so many coaches that don't want it because you're gonna have to prepare just a little more. Like, you can't hold the ball 2 minutes a quarter, or you up five in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes left. You can't hold it 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
It's a lot of
So
possessions left.
I think, man, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's about 6 possessions.
Yeah, yeah,
So if you bring that in, I feel like it's gonna speed the game up, but it's also gonna make the game better too. Uh, and I know everybody don't go to college and play basketball, but it prepares the ones that do for the next level. And like I feel like that's where, especially Alabama kids, it's like a shell shock when they go to college because it's like, well, you got however many seconds, and now you get it across half court. Now you gotta everything gotta be executed at a whole, and that's why our kids always, I feel like, complain about the speed of the game
yeah,
because it is a lot fast
yeah,
because you're used to, not having this shot clock and just coming down resting on offense for a little bit. So yeah, the charge circle and the shot clock. I know you said one, but them two that
no,
I
now we're
definitely
good.
change.
We're merging together as one. Cause they both
Yeah,
need,
yeah,
especially the charge circle. Man, I just seen some charges. A kid will go up, make the layup, and the defender he damn near behind the basket or like right up under the basket.
yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like he right up under the net. Like it's crazy. They definitely need that charge circle. Definitely,
I,
definitely.
I'm gonna ask you which one you think they need to change.
Go with the shot clock. Um, the reason I'm gonna go with the shot clock is my second oldest son, he just got done playing junior EYB in the 8th grade. And when saw the difference, like right there in the flesh, like I'm looking at how different it is, it made me fall in love with it. It made me fall in love with it. Now I think theirs probably was, I think they had a 40 second, something like that, but it still made a difference. It made a difference because it was some games where, pretty much like you just said, it was some games where we was down 4 points, like a minute and a half left in the game. So without that shot clock, the game, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna pass around pretty much that minute and a half.
Yeah, yeah,
But in that minute and a half, you can get 4 possessions out of that. So yeah, I would say the shot clock. It's faster. Um,
yeah,
and it's gonna see where you at as a coach, but like, cause you gotta learn how to manipulate the game under the shot clock. Like you might want to play a soft full court just to slow them down. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? You might want to milk 8 seconds for them just to get it across half court. So by the time they get it
yeah,
across
yeah,
half court, like you said, you gotta. So or a player that a player that can't create for itself, he might end up stuck with the ball with 5 seconds left. Like, it's just a lot. It's a lot to go into it,
yeah,
bro. It's a
yeah,
lot, and you can manipulate
and
all that to happen.
yeah. And I done seen games lost by trying to hold the ball too.
Yeah,
Like you see teams that be up, and because they didn't slow down and got away from what they was doing the whole game, because they didn't change completely how they playing.
yeah,
And so now you done slow these horses down, and then it get back tight, and they can't get back to where they was. And
right.
so I think if you have that shot clock, you gonna keep rolling.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait till it's in every game. I'm talking about in the area, out of area. I can't wait till it's there. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Uh, I got a good one for you right here, Coach. This is a good one right here. This an out the door question or conversation. I think this is a good one too. Put together a starting lineup with former Alabama high school kids, and I'm gonna give you 1 6 man. I when I wrote that one down, I said I think this is a good one right here.
Oh, Alabama high school.
Former high school kids, and you got one
Former
six
high school.
man.
1 6 man. Point guard. Give me Kyra.
Okay,
Kyra Lewis. You meet him. He was ahead of his time.
Yeah, he was.
He was ahead of his time. Um, sheesh, and he was so quick, so fast with the ball. Um, shoot. For the second player, I ain't even gonna say shooting guard. Second player, I gotta show Austin a little love. Give me
Okay.
Javen Johnson. Give me Alabama that had some.
It's a lot, bro. It's a lot.
They didn't they didn't have some. Kyra, Javen, Marcus Cousin.
True. Boogie.
Take the Marcus Cousin. Yeah. Give me him. What that, 3?
3.
Yeah.
I caught you. I caught you right here, coach. I
Uh,
caught you. We got Javen.
yeah.
Kyra, Boogie.
There's 3. Give me Trenton Wofford.
Okay.
I'm going kinda new generation players.
Yeah.
I ain't even
Not too
took it back.
long. Got you.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know. But Marvin Stone.
Free.
Marvin Stone. Yeah, give me
Yeah.
him. Straight dog.
Man.
Um, that 5.
6 man. Who we got?
That
We got
5, ain't it?
shooter coming off the bench. We
6
got
man.
energy. What we got? Defense. What we doing?
I need somebody that got it all. I need somebody that got it all.
Yeah, yeah. At least 1 through 4 ain't it? Can play the 1 through 4 at least. Yeah, you got 2 bigs.
Oh man, you got me with this one.
I'm gonna have to keep this one in the lineup too. I'm gonna have to ask this more.
Yeah, this a good one. This a good one. Uh, 6 man. Who I played against? Give me Levi. Give me
Levi.
Levi.
Okay.
Yeah, give me Levi.
He can do
Uh,
everything too, pretty much.
he can do everything. But yeah, I go with them. I go with them. They gonna be solid.
I'm finna hit you with one more. And I just thought of this while you was thinking of the players. Who coached them? You or Coach Ingram? Is it Ingram? What was the name? Tony Ingle?
Tony Ingle. Yeah,
Who
yeah.
coached them? You or Coach Tony? Who the head? Who the assistant?
Oh,
Yeah, who coaching that team you just put together? You or Tony? State
take a
championship,
back seat. I'm gonna take a back seat. I'm
backseat,
gonna take
state
a back seat.
championship. Tony got it.
Yeah, Tony, Coach Ingle, he got it. Only because his rate. I know what he done did. I know what he done did. He a Hall of Fame. I aspire to be there one day, but he already there.
Yeah,
Uh,
true.
so
He gonna come out with
yeah,
that
yeah.
championship.
I'm
He
definitely
covered out with the W.
yeah, yeah, and we all gonna get rings. So I'm cool. I'm cool with that. Yeah,
Man,
I let him take.
thanks. Hey, coach, I got one more. One more. I'm gonna leave you alone. One more. Funniest thing that has happened during a game you was coaching.
Funniest thing that happened. And it's probably funny and exciting. It'd probably be my first year, Decatur High Austin game. Um, I think they was winning. They was winning. They was up 1. Um, and it was a kid I had, Isaiah Fuller, who you couldn't tell him he wasn't that guy.
Yeah.
He you couldn't tell him he wasn't that guy.
Confidence through the roof.
And through the roof. Like that's when I talk about like you can't take a player confidence if they in the gym. He's somebody that made me believe that because if I'll be like, no, I don't need you to shoot that. It's like, coach, I worked on it. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
and that's another thing that's hard to argue with because I am a player's coach. Like they don't do what they want to do, but I'm gonna meet you where you at. Like,
yeah,
yeah, you right. I seen you work on that. Like, you right. And I ain't gonna put restraints on you or your game. You did work. You've been working on that consistently. You didn't make it that time.
Yeah, go
I live
ahead.
with
Do
it.
your thing. Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
yeah, but he drove baseline um and did something. I don't know what he did and threw it up and he missed. And it was like 5 seconds left. He missed and out of nowhere, as a kid we've been talking to the whole year about crash the glass. Crash the glass. Like we need you to crash the glass. We need you to rebound. When Isaiah missed, he came out of nowhere on two people and just yeah.
Boom.
And like
Yeah,
the whole gym went crazy. He running in the student sec like it was crazy. Like it was when he was after he got out of like we still they taking the ball out running. He
yeah.
over
He
there
had the
in the
he had the
student
stuff.
section tapping his head like he get back. They throw up something they miss and he's like, "You told me to go rebound." I was like, "We've been trying to get you to do that all year long." Like,
Yeah,
yeah, that's what can happen. And it's like it was a funny moment, but it was also like a moment
yeah. This is
like
an exciting
when they do
moment.
listen, we
Yeah,
got a chance. Yeah, when they
yeah.
listen, we got a chance to actually do something. But yeah, that'll probably be the funniest, most exciting moment
Exciting.
thus far.
Everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy, Coach, how you
yeah,
said y'all was on him so much about crashing. Like I remember my 11-year-old, he had done a move. He had done a move, and my wife was like, "When he learned that move? When you show him that move?" I was like, "I showed him that move last year." So it's crazy how you can just constantly tell a kid something or show a kid something, and you might see him try it next month or next week. You might not see it till like a whole year later. So that's crazy how y'all just on
yeah,
him crashing. And the time he do crash, look what he get. Look what he get. That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. And as a coach, you like, I told you.
Yeah, yeah. That's crazy. Isaiah, what's the name? Isaiah Horton. What'd you say?
Isaiah Fuller, he playing
Isaiah
at
Horton.
Isaiah Fuller.
Okay.
Yeah, he playing at Coastal North this year. So this
Okay.
will be his second year in college. He was
Yeah.
another one of them kids that was 6 a.m. before school, beat the janitors up there to get in the gym to shoot,
Yeah.
and after school, after practice. So we didn't have some kids that bought in and really want to get to that next level. And they put in the work. And they living out their dreams right now. So
True.
can't be mad at that.
Hey, Coach, man, I appreciate you for coming. I caught you. I appreciate you for coming. Man,
Yeah,
this was
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
This was fun right here. Shout out. You want to get anybody a shout out before we get out of here?
Um, of course, always my team, my assistants, my wife. She is the real MVP behind the scenes, making everything work, making everything look effortless. She keep the kids in place. She keep the house in order. Uh, so yeah, I definitely want to shout her out and my family.
True.
My family, the support they give me while I'm doing this, they got my back no matter what. I wouldn't have it any other way. So definitely them,
True. True.
and the whole Austin nation, the
True.
whole Austin nation,
The Austin Nation. Hey, Coach, man. This was a
and
good one.
and the city of Decatur,
True. The deck
city of Decatur too.
straight
Trust.
from the deck. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Hey,
Decatur.
y'all. This was another episode of I Said What We Said. Like, subscribe, and share. And we out.